Okay, what's it going, guys? We are doing another video, and that's a Daggerfall. So, let's just quest here as usual. And as you can see, we have nothing still. We're holding on, we're fighting, we're trying to take over and do our best. But, so, if we can get more castles, maybe I can do a lot more quests and do more videos on PvP quests. But I might do this dolmen. Hopefully that Daggerfall don't jump me. Oh shit. No place in hell. Let's go up here and collect a banner. Goddamn son of a bitch chasing me. Fuck him. Okay, let's keep running. See, I don't know what to talk about when I talk to you guys. I guess, you know what? I'll tell you guys about the time when I got drunk. It was recent. It was my first time. So, I'm only 14, so here's y'all's good story. Okay, I got a friend, two friends spending the night, Bryson and Chris. We get really bored. We're not gay, so we don't do any gay things. We just decide to, like, you know, just play some games. So we go and get to our hero, start rocking out, having fun, you know. That gets pretty boring to me. They keep playing, but I get off. I go in there, I find a little bit of Bacardi Superior rum. I start to sip it, and it tasted horrible. Chris catches me, he goes, "Bro, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Just sipping on this." He goes, "I dare you to drink a shot of it." And I said, "Okay." So I take me a shot. Warms my throat, you know. I said, "Now your turn." He goes, "Okay." So he takes a shot. He goes, "Now you go again." I'm like, "No, man, that's enough. They're gonna know there's some gone." He goes, "No, they won't." I'm like, "Yeah, they will. Trust me. I know my parents." So, believe it or not, they knew right away. So, anyways, we keep drinking, and then it ends up he's taking 3 shots. He's on his 5th shot, and he just totally gets fucked up. He's fucked up on his 5th shot. He's weak as shit. And I take the damn bottle in my room, and it's like a little bit over halfway, and I sit in my windowsill, and I tilt the motherfucker up and just chug that shit. You don't know how bad I threw up. It was horrible. And my little friend Bryson, I mixed a little bit with water and gave him 3 mixed with water. And he thought it was actual rum. And he acted drunk. I just barely gave him a little bit. He was a little bit younger than me. He was like 12. So I mixed just a tad bit of the Bacardi with a lot of water, and he could taste the Bacardi, and he thought he was getting drunk, and he was faking it and shit. And he made himself throw up when I threw my fucking guts up. I still have that on video. I could post that, but it's kind of embarrassing because, like, I'm like, I shouldn't have drunk. This is what happens when you drink. And I was like trying to make like I was doing an informational video. It's fucking stupid. Like, this is what happens when you drink, kids. Bleh. And it fucking feels like you're pouring a bottle of water on grass. So I ended up throwing my guts up. We was jumping around in the room. We had the bedroom tore all to hell. There was fucking just mattress was on the floor. The bed was flipped upside down. The only thing that wasn't fucked up was the TV and the entertainment center and the PlayStation. So those stood intact, and I'm glad they stood intact because that would have broke my heart if I would have fucked up my own PlayStation. So we're just sitting here bouncing around. We're having fun. He's doing backflips on the damn mattress with it laying on the floor. We start to wrestle. You gotta keep in mind, this is right after we threw up. So he threw up on the floor. I threw up out the window in a flower pot. And then I broke the son of a bitch into pieces. We get bored of wrestling and slamming each other down on the ground, and we go, okay, let's do a snow challenge. This is in February, like February 14th or something like that. So we open up my window, there's about 2 to 3 inches of snow. Like, okay, strip down to our underwear, see who can lay in it the longest. So, of course, Chris goes first because he's oldest. He's like 17. So he gets down there. He starts freaking out. It's hilarious. He's like, oh god, it's cold. He lays down in it for about 5 seconds. Like he rolls. He just laid and rolled. It was hilarious. And then after that, I was next. So I went out there and did it. I did it pretty well. I did the same thing. I rolled. But I rolled for longer, and then I came in and it was freezing. Had water dripping down my legs. Then my little friend Bryson did it. And he fell and he could barely jump up like this. He's so short he could barely jump up the wall and climb back in, and he fell trying to get up the wall. Because we jumped out the window and we rolled around, and then I could barely get up in because I was drunk as shit. And he couldn't get in because he was too damn short. So we had to pull him up, and he was like, help me, help me, help me. And we were like throwing up on his hands as we're pulling him up, and it was horrible. And then we was just like smearing it on our face, trying to wipe it off. So then I decided, you know what, guys, let's go to sleep. So we all laid down, not beside of each other. Fuck that shit. I laid down on one end of the mattress. He laid down on the other end, feet to feet. So, and then the other one like laid on the floor. So we just all fell asleep, but like as I laid down, it felt like I was falling through the pillow because I had my head sideways. I slept on my left side, and I felt like I was falling and doing barrel rolls and spins. It was so fucking weird. I felt like I was high as hell. Like it wasn't normal, and I felt like I was gonna throw up again from it. I was getting nauseous. So, about 10 minutes later, I had fallen asleep. I woke up. My mom woke us up. She was making us eggs and shit for breakfast. And then, like, it was like an hour after she'd woke us up, she had noticed something was gone. And she'd noticed that we was acting strange, and I was complaining about my head hurting. I had a hangover for 2 fucking days. It was horrible. So basically with that 2-day hangover, I just laid in bed. So that's the story. So that's that quest. Now let me finish the main details. Like finish the cream of the pie. Here we go. Bryson woke up and he acted fine. Chris acted fine. I was the only one fucked up the worst because I had chugged it. And they knew. And they took my PlayStation away from me for about a week or 2. And like my aunt came through with pots and pans, screaming, banging them together through the house, going, woo, woo, beating them together. Just ping, ping, ping. I could feel it echoing through my fucking skull. It felt like my head was a cave and someone was in there just beating them. And then like I could feel the vibrations fly through my fucking skull. It was horrible. So that went on for the first day. The second day they made me go out and work. And I threw up while doing that as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this story, and I'll have more stories when something else interesting happens. So, I guess you know what to do. Subscribe.